Northside High School is Larry Jones. That's your team from Northside. I'd also like to take this opportunity to introduce the judges that will be serving with me today on the correctness of answers. At certain times I will turn to them if ever there is a question. First, I would like to introduce Gene Parker. He is the Language Arts and Foreign Languages Specialist with the Little Rock School District. He will be serving as Chief Judge. Next to Mr. Parker is Susan Greer. She serves as a Field Services and Foreign Language Specialist at the Department of Education. Now, could we have a round of applause for all who are participating today? Teams, you are here to play the match. So let's get started. As you well know, toss-up questions only in the first quarter. Are you ready? Here's your first toss-up. To the nearest whole number, what is the value of pi to the third power? Northside, Gary.
27.
That's incorrect. Benton, the question is complete. Benton, Shane.
28.
That's incorrect. It's 31. Next question, name the year in which Mount Vesuvius erupted. Northside, John.
79 AD.
That's correct. In Oliver Twist by Charles Dickens, what is the real name of a character? Northside, John.
That's Jack Dawkins.
That's correct. Next question, give me the royal name of Queen Elizabeth's. Northside, John.
Windsor.
Incorrect. Let me complete for Benton. Give me the real name of Queen Elizabeth's father. Benton, Shane.
Henry VIII.
Incorrect. It was George VI. What are the two products of the decomposition reaction of hydrogen peroxide? Northside, Gary.
Hydrogen and water.
That's incorrect. Question is complete, Benton. Time. The correct answer is water and oxygen gas. A math question. If the cosecant of angle theta is 3, what is the sine? Northside, Gary. Time. What is the sine of angle theta? For you, Benton. Benton, John.
1/3.
That's correct. Who was Henry VIII's? Benton, Shane.
Catherine of Aragon.
That's incorrect. I'll complete for Northside. Who was Henry VIII's widow? Northside, John.
Catherine Parr.
That's correct. Give me the generic name of the geographic region that extends from northern Mexico to northern Colombia. Benton, Shane.
Central America.
That's correct. A cosmetic surgical procedure to reshape a person's nose. Northside, Gary.
Rhinoplasty.
That is correct, but unresponsive to the question. I'll complete the question for Benton. To reshape a person's nose is called rhinoplasty. Spell rhinoplasty. Benton, Jeremy F.
RHINOPLASTY.
That's correct. What do we call the use in literature of a detail that is out of place in time? Northside, Sheila.
Anachronism.
That's correct. What famous biologist is best remembered for his use of the first smallpox vaccine? Benton, John.
Mather.
That's incorrect. Northside, Sheila.
Jenner.
Jenner is correct. What is the meaning of the prefix in the word democratic? Benton, Shane.
People.
Correct. Who wrote Candide? Benton, John.
Voltaire.
Correct. Gastritis is an acute or chronic. Northside, John.
Stomach.
Correct. Give the meaning of VE in VE Day. Northside, John.
Victory in Europe.
Correct. In which Supreme Court case was the principle of implied powers? Benton, Shane.
Marbury versus Madison.
Incorrect. I'll complete for Northside. Was the principle of implied powers in the Constitution established? Sheila, Northside, Sheila.
McCulloch versus Maryland.
That's correct. Spell the plural of terminus? Benton John.
Termini.
Incorrect. Northside Sheila.
Termini.
Incorrect. Terminae. Terminate. Next question. What chemical element was first discovered in 1868 by observing spectral lines? Northside Gary.
Helium.
Correct. Spectral lines of the sun. A math question. Give me 3 consecutive odd integers whose sum is 267. Northside John.
87, 89, 91.
That is correct. For your 20th question, name the man who wrote Winds of War. Benton John.
Woke.
That's correct. That now officially ends our first quarter of play. All right, teams, now it's time for the second quarter. Each correct toss-up will give you the chance for a 4-part bonus. Here is your first toss-up. Give me the joint pseudonym under which the 3 authors, Benton John.
Ellery Queen.
That's incorrect. Northside Sheila.
Plubius.
Plubius is correct. We were looking for those that wrote the Federalist. Your first bonus opportunity now is the Renaissance. In which country did the Renaissance begin?
Italy.
Correct. Name the regressive monk of Florence who was executed and burned in the public square.
Savonarola.
Correct. What is the name of the rich, powerful family of Florence in the 14th, 15th, and 16th centuries, celebrated as bankers, rulers of Tuscany, and patrons of art and literature?
De Medici.
Correct. Name Michelangelo's statue of Mary and the Crucified Christ, which stands in St. Peter's Cathedral.
Pietà.
Correct. All 4 for a total of 20 points for that bonus. Now for your second toss-up. Name the persona in Greek mythology whose name means all gift. Benton Shane.
Apollo.
Incorrect. Question is complete. Northside Sheila.
Pandora.
That's the one we were looking for. Second bonus opportunity, the Bible. You are to identify each of the following from the Bible. The one who escaped from the belly of the whale after 3 days.
Jonah.
Correct. The leader of the group of 8 who escaped the great flood.
Noah.
Correct. The group that escaped the Pharaoh's bondage.
Israelites.
That's correct. And the leader of the group that escaped Sodom before the city was destroyed.
Lot.
Lot is also correct. All 4 for a total of 20 points on that bonus. All right, for your next toss-up. In music, a fundamental and its overtones always do what? Northside John.
Cancel each other.
That's incorrect. Question is complete, Benton. Time, they always harmonize. They always harmonize. Next question. Descartes is often credited with the invention of a particular form of math. Benton John.
Analytical geometry.
That's correct. Now for your bonus opportunity, Benton, it is the League of Nations. Identify each of the following. The nation forced to accept the total responsibility for starting World War I.
Germany.
Correct. The European city in which the Palace of Nations served as headquarters for the League.
Geneva.
Correct. The Republican U.S. Senator who persisted in amending parts of the Treaty of Versailles, which established the League of Nations.
Lodge.
Correct. The year the League dissolved and was replaced by the United Nations.
1945.
Oh, off by 1. 1946. That's 3 out of the 4 correct for 15 points, Benton. Now for your next toss-up to get that important 4th bonus. The ruins of ancient Troy, Northside John.
Schleiman.
Incorrect. Let me complete for Benton. The ruins of ancient Troy are located in what present-day nation? Benton Shane.
Turkey.
That's correct. Now for the fourth and final bonus opportunity, it's on plants. I'm going to ask the timekeeper to put 20 seconds on the clock. You will have 20 seconds in which to name any four of the main plant hormones. Plant hormones. Start the clock.
Auxins, gibberellins,
All right, that completes it. Your auxins and gibberellins were correct, so that's 10 points. Other possibilities were the cytokinins, abscisic acid, ethylene, and fluorogen. 2 out of the 4 correct for 10 points. Now that completes our bonus round. We see by the score that Benton has 105 points, Northside has 160. 160, Benton 105. The team with the lower score gets first choice of 3 categories of questions. Benton, you may choose from physics terms, the lost generation, or film musicals.
musicals.
Film musicals it will be. All right, I'll name the stars and you name the movie musical. You'll have 60 seconds in which to run all 10. Start the clock, please. Julie Andrews, Christopher Plummer.
No. Sound of Music.
Correct. Barbara Streisand, Omar Sharif.
No. Funny Girl.
Correct. Leslie Caron and Maurice Chevalier.
The King and I.
Incorrect. Katherine Grayson, Ava Gardner, and Howard Keel.
Showboat.
Correct. Yul Brynner, Deborah Carr.
The King and I.
Correct. Rex Harrison, Audrey Hepburn.
My Fair Lady.
Correct. Gene Kelly, Debbie Reynolds, Donald O'Connor.
Singing in the Rain.
Correct. Ron Moody, Oliver Reed, Shane Wells.
Oliver.
Correct. Dorothy Dandridge, Sidney Poitier.
Lilies of the Field.
Incorrect. Mitzi Gaynor. All right. Judges, I show how many correct?
7 correct.
7 correct. I am to turn over number 3. I've lost my mark.
And 9.
3
3 and 9.
and 9. All right, thank you.
We didn't.
Northside, you have the opportunity now for Leslie Caron and Maurice Chevalier.
Gigi.
That's correct. Dorothy Dandridge and Sidney Poitier.
Carmen Jones.
That's incorrect. That was Porgy and Bess. Oh, all right, that takes care of film musicals.
Should we do this?
Northside, you have a choice between physics terms and the lost generation.
Physics, please.
All right. I'll give you the definition. You tell me the physics term to which it applies. You have 60 seconds. Start the clock. The distance traveled divided by time elapsed.
Speed.
Correct. Displacement divided by time elapsed.
Velocity.
Correct. A change in velocity divided by time elapsed.
Acceleration.
Correct. Mass times gravity.
Weight.
Correct. Mass times acceleration.
Force.
Correct. Mass times velocity.
Momentum.
Correct. Force per unit area.
Pressure.
Correct. Force times distance parallel to the force.
Inertia.
Incorrect. Energy transformed per unit time.
Current.
Incorrect. Mass times distance times acceleration due to gravity.
Kinetic energy.
Incorrect. I show 7 correct. I was better able to keep up with these that time. All right, for Benton, can you tell me what force times distance parallel to the force is?
Tension.
That's incorrect. It's work. Energy transformed per unit time.
Power.
That's correct. Mass times distance times acceleration due to gravity.
Momentum.
No, it was potential energy. Potential energy. All right. That completes our 60-second round. We see the score now. Northside 240. Benton 185. When we move into our fourth quarter, I remind you teams that the point values for all toss-up questions are doubled. Are you ready? What is measured in ohms? Benton John.
Resistance.
Correct. What U.S. state has its name derived from 2 Indian words? Benton Shane.
Michigan.
That's correct, meaning Great Lake. What U.S. Army general was the first to be offered command of the Union Army by Abraham? Benton Shane.
McClellan.
Incorrect. I'll complete for Northside. Offered command of the Union Army by Northside Sheila.
Lee.
Correct. This is an 8-second math question if it's needed. In properly written hours and minutes, what is 3 hours, 20 minutes multiplied times 5? Benton Shane.
13 hours and 20 minutes.
That's incorrect. Question is complete, Northside. Gary.
16 hours, 40 minutes.
That's correct. Who won the presidential election of 1840? Northside, John.
Harrison.
Incorrect. Let me complete for Benton. Who won the presidential election of 1844 because of his support of Western expansion? Benton Shane.
Polk.
Correct. What group feared the influence of Rome in the Anglican Church and decided to flee England? Northside, John.
Well, the Pilgrims or dissenters.
Judges? Unacceptable, all right. Benton, the question is complete. Benton Shane.
Separatists.
No, they were the Puritans. The Puritans. In which of William Shakespeare's plays would you find the characters Oberon, Benton John?
Midsummer Night's Dream.
Correct. A compound is found to contain approximately 47% silicon by weight and 53% oxygen by weight. Northside, John.
Quartz.
Say again?
Quartz.
Incorrect. What would be the simplest chemical formula for this compound, Benton? Benton John.
SiO2.
Correct. Find the logarithm of 1024 to the base 4. Northside, Sheila.
5.
That is correct. What large body of water forms approximately 1/3 of the northern border of Iran? Benton Shane.
Caspian Sea.
Correct. Who were the only United States presidents born in the state of Texas? Benton Shane.
Eisenhower and Lyndon B. Johnson.
Correct. What son of Boaz was the father? Benton Shane. Time. Let me complete for Northside. What son of Boaz was the father of Jesse in the Old Testament? Time. That was Obed. Obed. What is the common name for the organisms classified into phylum Rhodoptera? Benton Shane.
Bats.
Incorrect. Let me complete for Northside. Phylum Rhodoptera of the plant kingdom. Rhodophyta.
Oh.
Northside, John.
Worms.
Incorrect. They are red algae. What group of people overran the kingdom of Israel in 1781 BC, creating the 10 lost tribes? Benton Shane.
The Assyrians.
That's correct. Who wrote Profiles in Benton John?
Kennedy.
More specific.
John F. Kennedy.
Correct. Name the English privateer and pirate who was hanged at Benton Shane.
Drake.
Incorrect. I'll complete for Northside. Who was hanged at Execution Dock in London, England in 1701? Northside John.
Hawkins.
No, it was Captain William Kidd. Name two of the other three candidates for the presidency in the election of 18. Benton Shane.
Tyler and Van Buren.
Incorrect. Let me complete for Northside. The election of 1824, which was won by John Quincy Adams in the House of Representatives. Northside John.
Crawford and Clay.
Crawford and Clay. The third was Andrew Jackson. You have 3 questions remaining. Which treaty following the War of 1812? Benton Shane.
The Treaty of Ghent.
Correct. What famous 19th century French composer wrote the choral works The Damnation? Benton John.
Berlioz.
Correct. Your final question. Who was the last Saxon king of England? Benton Shane.
Harold II.
That's correct. And that completes the match. I'd like to offer my congratulations to Benton, who now becomes the 1993 Class AAA state champion. You will see both of these teams, though, back on Saturday for the overall state tournament. Please plan to join us again. Thank you.